Hi, my name is Chelsea Hastings, and I am going to be talking about my personal strategy for self care today. I believe that self care is incredibly important for anybody on the earth, but especially to people who are choosing to do a career and work with people to help them become a better version of themselves. It's really important that we take care of ourselves and that we have a self care um, ritual and that we prioritize that so that we are our best selves to be able to help other people. In my self care plan, I touch on things such as my mental health. I am going to therapy weekly and I plan to continue doing that. I believe it's really important to have an outlet and a space where you feel safe and you can share your emotions and dig deeper into who you are and how you're behaving, especially in relationship, because relationships, friendships, romantic, familial, like those are all very important to have. And if you don't have them, to learn how to work through that and become the best version of yourself so that you're able to connect with people, because we do need to connect with people. That's a big part of the reason that we are on this earth. I believe that emotional self care is also very critical, and that comes in along with therapy and doing things for your health, such as, exercising and meditating and regulating yourself emotionally so that you do not stay in a constant state of stress. This is something that I struggle with sometimes. I do tend to get very stressed out and overwhelmed, but I know that this is an aspect of the self care. Of my self care that I really need to pay attention to. And physically, I am going to physical therapy currently, and I plan to continue to go to the gym as well because I'm rehabbing from my ACL surgery. And so that's a really big, important aspect of my self care right now. And as I continue into my role as a marriage and family therapist, I know that I will prioritize my self care continuously. As I've said in the beginning of this video, I know that as someone who's going to work with people and is going to have, people's emotions and traumas and lives being shared with me, and I need to be a safe space to reflect back to them and hold them in whatever they're needing. So I know that in order to do that, I have to prioritize myself and my self care to be that safe space for others. I plan to hold myself accountable by being disciplined and not allowing myself to move into this space to really start working with clients unless I know that I am good and I'm okay. I plan to have very strict boundaries with myself and develop a ritual to where I let go of everything that's going on in my life and that I'm struggling with or I'm working through when I'm holding space for others. How I plan to adapt this as my roles and responsibilities evolve. It's a little hard to plan for that. I'm not sure exactly how my roles and responsibilities will evolve, but I do know that no matter what changes, rest, physical activity, emotional well-being, mental health, and a connection with spirit and nature is something that I will always have. It's what grounds me. It's what I always come back to, and that sense of self, that sense of belonging, that sense of connection is what I need to move forward and to stay good myself. So I know that that will always be a part of it, no matter what changes in my career or my world. As I said, I really believe that self-care is incredibly important, and we all need to prioritize that for ourselves, whether that is taking a day off of work and resting, or whether that is getting out into nature and going for a hike, or going to play volleyball, or going to the gym, or meditating. Everybody needs to understand what helps them, what brings them back to who they are and how they feel good. Because if you are not taking care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody else. You cannot help anybody else. You have to help yourself first, or you're giving from an empty cup, and that does not ever lead anywhere good. So this is my strategy for self-care. I plan to stick to it. I plan to be more disciplined and more consistent with my efforts. so that I can show up as my best self. Thank you.